Sometimes, a grandmother who loves her grandchild a little too much can become her son-in-law's worst nightmare. In this case, the entire dispute started with a tiny pair of earrings, buried in a completely chaotic timeline. But when the story unfolded in front of Judge Judy, all she needed was one simple question about the dates for the truth of the entire case to slowly reveal itself before everyone. The plaintiff this time is LaToya Clemens Mosley, a grandmother who absolutely adores her little granddaughter. The defendant? Ronald Counsell, the ex-husband of LaToya's daughter and the child's father. After Ronald's marriage with LaToya's daughter fell apart, her daughter Jamisha moved back in with her family.
LaToya Clemens Mosley is suing her ex-son-in-law, Ronald Counsell, for the cost of diamond earrings, a computer, and harassment.
Not long after that, Mrs. Mosley marched into court with 3 accusations against Ronald. He allegedly took the diamond earrings she had given her granddaughter, took a laptop, and even threatened and harassed the entire family. According to Mrs. Mosley, this was very serious business. Ms. Mosley explained that just before her granddaughter's first birthday, she put a tiny pair of her own diamond earrings into the baby's ears to keep the piercing open.
Her father's permission?
No.
Did you do that with?
September. I'm sorry, it was August.
Shh. August. Did you do it with her father's permission?
No.
A few days later, Ronald came to pick up his daughter for a visit. But when the baby came back, the earrings were gone, and Ms. Mosley was absolutely convinced Ronald had to be the one responsible.
Okay, you put the earrings on August 1st.
I put the earrings in the ear a couple days before her birthday. So August the 1st.
Yes. And then she went with her father on what day?
She went with her father. It was a Friday.
Do you remember the date, Mr. Counsell?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the date?
July 15th.
Well, maybe you have your days wrong. Somebody has their days
It's
wrong.
August.
It was July 15th.
Well, if she
August.
put the earrings in her ears on August 1st, how could they go missing on July 15th?
Exactly.
At this point, Judge Judy started digging into the timeline. And that's exactly when the story started showing a few, very obvious cracks. Judge Judy began with a very simple question: on what day did Ronald Counsell pick up the baby? Ronald answered clearly, July 15th. From there, the two sides began arguing about Ronald's visitation rights. After hearing both sides, Judge Judy acknowledged that Ronald did have the right to see his child. However, showing up unexpectedly on July 15th to take the baby without prior notice was not an appropriate way to do it.
Do you remember the date, Mr. Counsell?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the date?
July 15th.
Well, maybe you have your days wrong. Somebody has their days
It's
wrong.
August.
It was July 15th.
Well, if she
August.
put the earrings in her ears on August 1st, how could they go missing on July 15th?
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't even see my daughter August 1st.
After clearing that up, Judge Judy returned to the most important detail of the case: the earrings. She asked the plaintiff and confirmed that she was the one who had the baby's ears pierced and put the earrings on August 1st, just before the child's birthday.
And you just testified that you put the earrings in the baby on August 1st.
I know it was before her birthday.
No, you said you put the earrings in her ears on August 1st.
I did.
What does that have to do with him on July 13th? July comes before August.
At this point, Judge Judy pointed out a very clear issue in the timeline: Ronald picked up the baby on July 15th, while the earrings were only put on August 1st. In other words, if the earrings only appeared in August, how could Ronald possibly have lost them back in July? With the whole earring story quickly falling apart, the courtroom soon moved on to the second accusation, that Ronald had taken a laptop from the house when he moved out.
No sense whatsoever that he stole your studs that you put in a 1-year-old. Now let's move on to the next thing. What is this computer nonsense you're talking about?
At that point, Judge Judy raised a simple question: who exactly did the laptop belong to?
Okay.
My son was at Jamisha's home with a laptop.
Okay. How old is your son?
My son at the time was 19.
He's an adult, so that was his laptop.
It was my laptop.
Well, you say it was your laptop, but it was in your 19-year-old son's possession.
It
He was
was.
visiting his sister.
Correct.
The deeper they dug into the details about the laptop, the murkier things became, because the computer turned out to be more of a family laptop, not something that clearly belonged to any one person.
Mother share a laptop, so why when he left didn't he take his laptop?
Because he never left my house. When I was in the hospital, my brother was still at my house. I let him stay in the house.
Oh, fine.
Yes.
Did you take the laptop from the house?
No, ma'am.
You have any proof he took the laptop from your house?
Well, I have proof that he took everything from the house.
I'm not asking you about everything.
Not the laptop.
No. He says he didn't take it. Your son was home with all of his stuff, including his laptop.
Not only that, Ms. Latoya was also unable to provide any evidence showing that Ronald had taken the laptop.
Mother share a laptop, so why when he left didn't he take his laptop?
Because he never left my house. When I was in the hospital, my brother was still at my house. I let him stay in the house.
Oh, fine.
Yes.
Owned by you or owned by your son, and neither one of you have proof that he took it. He says he didn't.
I have proof that he took everything out the home, and the police did not allow my son to go back in there to retrieve his items.
Just if that doesn't say he took.
It doesn't.
I'm going to read that if it specifically refers to a computer.
It does not.
It does not. I didn't think so.
Running out of ground on the earring story and the laptop claim, MS. Mosley moved on to another accusation, saying Ronald had threatened and harassed her entire family. This time, Judge Judy asked for something very specific: dates, times, and places. When Ms. Mosley could only point to an incident from a year ago, the judge was clearly unimpressed and quickly pointed out that this was not harassment. It looked much more like a grandmother getting a little too involved in her daughter's relationship.
You're the plaintiff.
My family.
I'm not interested in your family. Tell me how he threatened and harassed you. When, specific date, time, place.
August 3rd, 2023.
Just a second.
After reviewing all the testimony, the judge concluded that the case had no clear evidence. No proof that Ronald took the earrings. No proof that he took the laptop. The timeline in the plaintiff's testimony did not match up. In the end, Judge Judy ruled that this was simply a series of minor, unfounded disputes between family members. The case was therefore dismissed.
If you don't, you're foolish. If they don't get along anymore, that's their business. They created a baby. You would like to be in the baby's life. It's ridiculous for you to sue him over nonsense. Stay out of their business. We're done.
By the end of the case, viewers could not help but feel a little exasperated by how such a small issue had been blown completely out of proportion, leaving both the people involved and the judge trying to make sense of it all. Still, even the most ridiculous cases can carry some valuable lessons. A timeline that does not add up can cause an entire argument to collapse. Courts care about actual evidence, not assumptions. Small family disputes can sometimes damage much bigger relationships.
Took in the first place.
Probably didn't.
And probably didn't. He did not strike me as the kind that would do that. He seems more like the type that just wanted out of the situation. Not the type that would be spiteful and take earrings and a laptop on the way out. But even so, she had no proof of either. And it is a big risk if you already have an acrimonious relationship with a son-in-law or an ex-son-in-law who's the parent of your grandchild.
A case that seemed small and trivial ended up causing more damage to a family relationship than the value of any pair of earrings or any laptop ever could. As this case comes to a close, if you are curious about who will bring the next unbelievable story to the courtroom of Judy Justice, do not forget to follow the channel for the next episode.